My name is Koichi Nagata from Japan, and I'm working for a Torigoe company. And basically, our company is a flour milling company, so we are selling a lot of wheat flour to the bakeries. We have a lot of bakery customers, so I would like to present today a bakery application in Japan. Japanese bakeries aim to improve always quality. Mr. Dell always told me we should introduce the Citri-Fi as a good ingredient to reduce the cost. I have tried to introduce our Japanese bakery, the Citri-Fi, to reducing the cost, but it's have not successful so far. But we changed our strategy to introduce the Citri-Fi to improve quality, because especially Japanese R&D people in the bakery always pay attention improving the quality, softness and moistness, and eating qualities. Eating quality means when we evaluate the bread, how quick melt in the mouth is very important, because some of the bread has a very soft and very moist bread, but sometimes it stays a long time in the mouth. We don't like this kind of qualities. Why Citri-Fi is good to the bread is keep moistness and better eating quality. Eating quality means melt in the mouth quickly. And additional function is dough control. Citri-Fi is a good ingredient to control the dough. I'm going to explain later. And when we use the Citri-Fi into the formula to the bread, we are using two methods. So when we want to the bread more moist bread, we put Citri-Fi into water first and put 7 to 90 times additional waters. And to put Citri-Fi into water first, it keeps more good hydration with water and Citri-Fi. And to improve eating quality, we put Citri-Fi into the flour first, into the dry ingredients. When we put Citri-Fi into a dry ingredient first, just bread comes more good, more quick melt in the mouth, and also the bread has more moisture texture. This is one of the kind of formula of our sandwich bread. In this case, we put Citri-Fi into the water first. We use a Citri-Fi 100 Fg, 0.5 and 9 times water, which means water 4.5%. And we hydrate the Citri-Fi first and put the 5% Citri-Fi gel into the formula. It makes this bread very moist. And dough control, this is additional function of the Citri-Fi. Sometimes the dough of the bread, when we change the formula, the dough getting very sticky and stuck into the machine of the procedure. In that case, we put the Citri-Fi to make the dough more tough and never stuck to the machine or canvas during the overhead proofer. Rice bread. I'm going to introduce rice bread in Japan. This is a particular situation in Japan. These few years, Japanese government has put subsidy to the rice powder business because Japanese government wants to improve the rate of self-sufficiency of provisions. So to make rice powder business more bigger, it makes our ratio of self-sufficiency of provision is going up. So many bakeries want to make bread with rice powder, no without any wheat flours. But rice powder is very quick retrogradation, and it makes bread very firm and dry texture, and very sticky dough. The rice powder is very sticky dough, so it's very trouble during the process. In this case, we put Citri-Fi 100 FZ around 0.7%. It makes rice bread more moisture and keeping softness longer, very much, and no sticky dough and good handling. And this picture is existing product our stores. We don't use any wheat flour in this particular bread. And this is a kind of manufacture of the process of bread and raw materials and mixing and fermentation. It's kind of one example. This is one of the data of our sandwich bread, how the Citri-Fi keep the water content after baking. Day 0 means the day we baked, and after 5 days we keep in a plastic bag. You can see how difference of the water content of the sandwich bread. No?
Microphone, hold this, put your hand lower on the microphone.
Okay.
No, it depends on that. If you move on your, yes,
Here?
move just
Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. That's okay. This is the one of the data, so easy to find out the differences after baking 5 days. 0.5 Citri-Fi 100 FZ can keep more moisture in the bread. This is good for the sandwich. And next, this is a particular data for we are using we call how can I say texture meter. Texture meters. The machine of that, and at this time we evaluate kind of French bread. Soft French bread, little bit 1% sugar and 2% oil fat in it. And in this particular bakery, do not want to use any emulsifier in it. Emulsifier can make bread more softer, but in this case, they do not want to any emulsifier. So we put 0.5 Citri-Fi into this soft French bread, and I evaluate with those machine. And the higher level means more tough texture, and the lower is softer texture. It's like how can I say? This machine push the bread like we are biting, like this one. The road push the power. And, this graph means how we need strength to when we are biting. This is Citri-Fi 100 FZ can work like emulsifier. And those are our existing products, and I brought real bread here. Thank you. This is a normal bread with a Citri-Fi in it, and this is made by wheat flour, 100% wheat flour, and shelf life is until November 9th, but it's still soft. Very popular one. And this particular bread is made by only a rice flour. Of course, we put some gluten in it, and if we do not put any Citri-Fi in it, it's getting very hard. But shelf life is until November 9th, but it keeps very soft. That one. No wheat flour in it. And also, we have a big Danish right side, and right upper side is Danish bread. In the wholesale bakeries, Japanese bakery would like to the Danish more softer taste. So in those cases, that's bakery put Citri-Fi 100 mg to a Danish product, and those are all breads. And of course, we are selling not only a bakery but also some confectionery and kimchi product, Korean pickles also, and some other healthy bar. This is a healthy bar, and like a cookie, and they put a lot of vitamins and healthy ingredients. And when they want the cookie more soft and moisture, they are using a Citri-Fi as ingredient, all natural ingredients. That's a good